Hello, Paul again here from EMD Motorsport. I've got this Porsche 996 Turbo I was working on. Got a few videos and actual on the steering lock that I done, and what I noticed is actually the steering lock is working properly. The key can come out normal, doesn't get stuck in the ignition, and everything's locking properly now. So I took the dash out because this dash here keeps staying on. It doesn't even, the cluster light inside here keeps staying on. It doesn't even turn off when I have the key off. So what I've done, I've got a spare cluster for testing. They're all the same. The cluster for the wiring for the cluster on the actual 996 automatic gearbox and the 996 manual gearbox are exactly the same. The only difference is they have a different selector here for the gears, but the 996 don't have it. As you can see, this one you have the only thing extra it's got is the actual the actual oil pressure there. Oil pressure. It's actually, wait, let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So it's basically the same anyway. So the battery, they're just different color. So this one here can, but what I noticed, sorry, let's go back to the story. What I noticed on the Porsche 996, this cluster here, this one here keeps staying on, doesn't even turn off. So I'll check all the wiring harness. All the wiring harness is fine. And what I'm doing now is actually just show you guys what I mean. So I've got the key. This key used to be stuck in here, but now it doesn't get stuck anymore. I can turn it on. I can take it off, on, off, on, off perfectly. And notice this one here is staying on like that. So it's normal for the actual. It's normal for the cluster light to actually turn off. When I hit the actual remote, the light should turn off, just like that. Then when you actually open the door, as soon as you open the door, the light should come on. There you go, that's normal. Okay, so now I'm going to press pause and take my test cluster off the car, and I'll connect the customer's one, and I'll show you what I mean. So this car needs a new cluster or a second-hand cluster to fix that problem, otherwise the battery will be drained. Let me press pause. Yeah, I've removed that one off already, so I can tell someone's been here before. I showed in the previous videos, they've broken all the clips. They don't even know how to take it off. They've broken the lock here, they've broken that clip there. The lock's still there. The lock's still there, but the clip's broken. This one here is not broken, but the lock is broken. So that's pretty sad. If you don't know what you're doing, just don't touch it, because this is what happened. Okay, let me connect the customer's original instrument cluster, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, that's the customer's original one. See how it's staying on? Okay, so the key still works normal. I can take it out now, so it's on. But the problem is always staying on. It's actually internally faulty. Something is shorted. I think the cluster, usually the actual tracks on the cluster, shorted across, and it actually caused this actually light to stay on. Let's have a look. So if I lock the car, the light should go off. See how the light's still on? It doesn't even turn off. So I might have to see if there's any instrument cluster repair. I'm going to take it out and see if they can fix it on this car here, instrument cluster, and then we'll go from there. But definitely the instrument cluster is internally shorted, causing the light to stay on. Because you saw that one there before. That one turned off straight away when I turned the key off, when I actually locked the car. So it's still staying on. Okay, so definitely need a new one, or not a new one, second-hand one, or actually I'm going to remove it out and send it away to get it, see if they can fix it, so I can bring it back while I'm doing the other one. So the only thing left to do on the car now is actually the calibration of the steering, the alternator at the back, and I'm going to pull the radio out, have a look, and the little arm for the light adjustment underneath the vehicle. It's damaged, causing a fault to come up as well. So, and then put this door trim back on, but I'm going to put the door trim back on when I finish to make sure that I'm going to do the water test first to make sure there's no water leak inside the car, because I've done a window regulator on this car here. If that's good, then I'll put the door trim back on. I don't just put the door trim on and then see you later. I need to test. Testing is very important. So even when I do a big jobs, I'll have the car running for 1 hour in the workshop on the corner there somewhere, just to make sure nothing else can happen, or any coolant leaks or oil leaks, before I actually go for a road test. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.